This is America, okay? Let's see what happens. I want y'all to see. Those are my old slippers. These are my new slippers. Oh, whoa. Just hit myself in the head with the fridge. The fridge. Microwave door, not the fridge door. It doesn't matter. They're all the same, right? They're all the same appliance. Really wasn't worth that. They really are all the same appliance, though. I mean, it's like all these things make our life easier, and we don't even appreciate them, and we just take them for granted. And it's really for the housewife, right? It's always been about women. I mean, if you want to blame mass consumerism on anybody, you can blame it on women. Because literally, like, all the stuff that they pushed on us since the 50s had everything to do with the housewife. Like the TV, that was for women. So they would have soap operas to watch, you know? Psychiatry, women, you know? Magazines, women. Makeup, microwaves, refrigerators, all that. Just to make women's life easier. And we took the bait. Let me tell you something. These slippers really aren't that great. You know? They aren't. I was happy. I was happy with my nasty slippers that are dirty and smelly and old. Well, these are warm and these are comfortable. But who would invent slippers that you could put in the damn microwave? I mean, this is what I'm talking about. It's like, oh, it's innovative, yeah, but it's like, it's unnecessary. Blender, women. Dishwasher, obviously women. Man, I would rather do the dishes myself. I mean, I've been a literal dishwasher at several jobs, and I would rather use the 3-prong sink, okay? Because at least you know that it's getting cleaned right. You're not relying on a machine to do it. And you see people all the time half-ass it, and they put dirty dishes into the dishwasher, and it doesn't work because you have to spray them off first. And people don't know this. Oven. Women. I'm just saying. There's all kinds of stuff in this country that convenient, and it's like, you can say, oh, it makes our lives easier, but it makes us lazier and dumber and less appreciative of what we have. You know, my mom was like, you could never be Amish. I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, Mom, at this point, I'm willing to try because, like, I've seriously been looking up, like, Mennonite groups that I can join because I'm, like, debating on completely exiting from the society because I hate it so much. But I realize, you know, that I am an artist and I'm a pretty creative person, and I mean, fuck, I can entertain my community. That's really all I care about, is being effective to, you know, people that would benefit. But I know that's kind of selfish to, like, just go off and do my own thing because, like, you know, there are a lot of people that could utilize the stuff that I talk about. Like, this information that I have is good, I think. It's better than all the other information you get. But well, I know what I do is authentic because it's weird, and I guess I take risks all the time. I mean, just existing is a risk for me. But just hate. I hate the modern world. It's like, is my life easier because of a microwave? Yeah. Is my life easier because of a blender? Yeah. But if I had to go without it, I would be fine, you know? I mean, I might as well use it because I have it. But it's just like, people act like, oh, this is so great. Look at all these innovative products that we have that we don't appreciate and we don't even think about. You know, I mean, just thinking about automobiles, you know? Like, just a car is like such an amazing mechanism that can get us from place to place. And I don't ever take Fiona for granted. That's why Fiona got an oil change and a tire rotation. Because I care about my car. And I kiss her on the hood every single night and I tell her that I love her. Because I don't want her to die. It just makes me sad that so many people, they just don't appreciate anything. And then they want to whine whenever it goes away. But you never appreciated it. Like my first car died because I didn't put oil in her. It was actually him. I named him Elliot. And it made sense that he died because Elliot Smith, the singer-songwriter that I named my car after, killed himself. He stabbed himself in the heart twice. Now, contrary to a lot of suicides, I actually believe that one. Because, you know, you could tell by his album covers that he really wanted to go. And you could tell by all of his music that it wasn't getting any better for him. He was also on psychiatric drugs, too. I should mention that. It's funny because he'd been on heroin. He'd had problems with alcohol. Been in really self-destructive relationships. And yet, it was the pills that he was told to take. You know, to make it better, it just made it worse. It's like you might as well just take your chances with smack, you know? Anyway. I do appreciate freedom. I don't appreciate what we do with it. And all these people are so stupid and uneducated that they can't even conceptualize this idea that it could all be gone, you know? And they won't even know why or how. And I was thinking about that in regards to my parents and, like, my whole family. Like, they're just in this bubble. And I can't fucking pop it, man. Like, if I tell them stuff, they're not going to believe me. Anyway. I mean, there's like a sick part of me that's like, this is what you get, you know, but it's like, my parents aren't bad people. They did everything that they could. Like, they did what they thought was right. But what they were told was right was actually totally wrong. And it's terrible that, you know, you just have so many people that don't question that. They don't want to know. And if you try to educate them, they'll just laugh at you. Or just walk away. Because they don't want to be defeated.
Well, it's not just that, oh, they're worried about being wrong. It's like you said, their whole identity, their whole existence revolves around this crap that they believe.
So it's like when you talk about popping that bubble, it's like, what are they going to do once that bubble is popped, you know? Why do you think so many people are committing suicide and overdosing and shit? They can't handle it, man. Whew. It's an HD over here. Everything is in HD, and it's so intense. Why do you think I have no interest in TV? It's like my mom was telling me that they went over to, you know, my cousin's house, and they just had all these different appliances, all these TVs, and with different remotes and shit. It's like, this is why everything's falling apart. It's just, materialistic culture is death. There's no substance to it. It's like, sure, you can bond. Oh, we both like this TV show. Let's watch it together. It's like you could be playing a game. You could be having a conversation, but instead you're watching TV. That's right. That's right. We have conversations, don't we? Yes. I have a better conversation with you than I do with, like, the majority of human beings that I interact with. And I don't even understand your language. I mean, I try. And I meow all the time. God, I want to go to sleep.
You're going to have to make a decision as to whether or not you're going to go to work.
I'm not going to work. I don't feel like it. I'm too tired. I'm just so tired of everything. And no, I'm not suicidal. It just... I've been tired. Think of the Pixies. Okay, that's my favorite Pixies song. It's a really good song. I can do a pretty spot-on impression of Black Francis / Frank Black / whatever the hell he calls himself now. And then I realized that it's a trend to change your name and change your genitals and it's like getting a tattoo now, you know? Just like going to a gender clinic, it's like getting a tattoo. Doesn't mean shit. You might be excited about it for like a couple days, maybe a couple weeks. And then it's right back to your insecurity. It's right back to your severe lack of confidence that got you to make that terrible decision in the first place. Yeah, I know. I know, Paisley. I love this cat so much. I know these angles are all screwed up. And maybe my head is that way too. But I do see it as more of a gift than a curse. But that's because I've taken the time to understand it. The hows and the whys. And I can't even talk about my childhood without crying. That's just the way it goes. It's a part of who I am. It shaped me.
You sound so crazy right now.
Yeah, I do. Probably because I was crying about microwaveable slippers. You know? I mean, that's just so depressing, man. This is probably the most depressing video I have ever shot. But it just shows you how stupid we are as a nation. I'm so glad I don't have a smartphone. Like tonight, when I was at my parents' house, my brother was trying to get my mom to do FaceTime. And it's like, the whole reason he was doing this because he wants to show off his girlfriend, right? Like it fucking matters. I mean, don't even get me started on that, but it's like, they were trying to figure this out for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, dude, you're already talking on the phone. Just continue to talk on the phone. What does it matter if you can see the person? I mean, personally, I hate FaceTime. It freaks me out. One of my coworkers, my friend Brittany, the one that I talked to about politics with, the one that yelled at me over Trump. I love Brittany. She's one of my favorite people. Like, she tried to get me to do FaceTime with our coworker Tyler, and it just freaked me the fuck out. And I mean, I was high, so I literally like had an anxiety attack because of this shit. I mean, it just scared me. Talking to the TV's talking to me. It's very, very scary shit. And it's frightening how many people have just accepted this. This is not positive for our culture. This is literally making everybody mentally ill. That's why I can see it. Because I already have that issue, you know? Technically, like, the more mentally ill you are, the more you reject the culture, the more you reject the world, the more you reject modern society. I'm not sorry about that. Society is on its way out. Society is voluntarily killing itself, and it doesn't even know it. And that's really depressing to watch. And I would give anything to make people see it, but they can't. Because they refuse to. I painted my nails, vortex. You see? 4 different colors. It's kind of stupid because I'm not like a girly girl at all. This is probably the girliest thing that I do. And it's obvious I'm not too girly because I bite my nails, so they're short as fuck. But every once in a while I do something feminine. And I still have a vagina too. Isn't that cool? Haven't done anything about that. Maybe it's time. It's time, man. It's time to do that. Good old-fashioned transition. Pretty soon that's going to be old-fashioned, you know? Pretty soon that, like, just changing that will be, like, you know, trad. And, like, people are going to change themselves into, like, all these other things. And it's just so ridiculous. I don't understand for the life of me how anybody in their right mind can justify anything about this piece of shit culture that we live in. But who am I, right? Who am I? I need to go to sleep. Yeah, that does sound like something that, like, a suicidal person would say. You know? Like, I just need to sleep. I just want to go to sleep. I'm just so tired. I'm so tired of this life. You know? People always say shit like that.
And then like family and friends write it off, and then they're like really shocked when that person exits this world by choice. Well, here's the thing. You can always exit the world by choice. You don't have to kill yourself. You can just live in your own little world. That's what they don't tell you. That is an option. It's just getting harder and harder to do that, and people understand it less and less. Well, that's not true, though. I mean, there are a lot of people that they seem like they're checking out of this civilization and, you know, trying to do something else. You know, you see all these communities popping up, you know, sort of like the breakaway civilization. I mean, there's always hope, man. There's always hope. Anyway, I know. I know this video is not very convincing. There's always hope. I say downtrodden and despondent and tired of this world, tired of society, tired of the sheep. Staying in your own little world is vital to surviving this world. What is it, Arlo? Do you hear him? He won't shut up. Arlo. They always stop meowing right when I want them to. It's just the way it goes, though, man. You can't always get what you want. Please don't quote the Rolling Stones. You better end this video before you quote the Rolling Stones. All right, goodbye.